We're live again. Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, community? What's up, family?
Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday. Is this Keeping It Real Tuesday or was it Keeping It Real Wednesday?
I actually forgot what day it was. For
Happy day.
Happy day.
Yeah, happy day. All day, happy day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. I'm going to do an episode where I just sing and dance for you the whole time.
And I'll play the guitar terribly for you. I still haven't done that yet.
Happy.
All right, guys, we're going to wait for some people to join on, but we do have a interesting topic. Well, it's going to ramble off into our normal shenanigans, but this is all stuff that we have learned through our life, through our experience. And I truly believe tonight's is going to be a good one.
I do too.
It's going to be a good one.
You think it's going to be good?
Good one.
Hey, Evan. How's it going, buddy?
Evan, got Courtney,
tell the family we said hey.
Alexandria. We get to call people out because your names pop up. Not everybody, though.
Unless you get distracted, then you're not allowed to.
Yeah, I will get distracted, though.
Okay.
That will happen.
That's fine. I've lost my
Courtney
mind.
watching.
See, I've lost my mind. My shirt says it. Lost my mind, found my soul. Motherhood.
So, guys,
#
give us
moms.
a little audio check. That's one thing. I know the picture is going to be fine. We're just using iPhones and just standard audio.
No fancy
We
cameras,
don't even have the lights.
The ring light, the microphones. No, there's nothing.
The things
today.
that make your eyes reflect inside your eyes and look like you have.
I could go get the mirror that I use to pluck my eyebrows.
Kawaii eyes.
That was
the
fancy.
Big eyes.
Oh, that was weird.
Isn't that the big eye things?
Okay. I feel like you're seeing the whole ceiling at our house.
We have a nice ceiling though. This is the best crown molding in our house.
You've talked about that before.
No one has, no other room. Don't know why.
Anyway, welcome in everybody. This is not what we're going to talk about the whole time. No. Don't worry. We're not going to talk about our ceilings.
We're going to talk about something that we are finding that is absolutely plaguing everybody, including us.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a guess. What do you think is the thing that is plaguing all people right now other than, obviously, a virus?
Yeah, way more prevalent than the coronavirus.
It's up in here. What is it? What do you guys think it is? Here. Come on. Throw out some words. I know you're there watching.
Yeah, give us some words. Tell us what you think is... we got it. Courtney. Yes.
Way to go, girl.
Big bingo.
For those over on Facebook, our dear friend... Courtney said fear.
Yes.
And that is true. We decided that we usually do Real Talk Tuesday, but we decided
this is kind of a real talk.
Yeah, it is. But it was more, Real Talk's more like casual. This is like, we got to get into this tonight. I'm so glad you guys are here. Share this right now. Take a minute. Share this on your feed. Let people know that you're watching. This is a really important conversation that we all need to have.
And it's one we need to have both publicly and with ourselves.
And with our family.
We need to, and our families, we need to examine the fears that we are having right now. Because there are real fears, and then there are fears that we dwell on, make up, and imagine constantly.
Exactly. Yep. That aren't really there.
Yep. I would never, ever tell you to go pet a tiger with a steak in your hand.
Yeah.
Speaking of tigers, they're all over the place. They get coronavirus and... Carol Baskins messes with them. So
we have yet to watch an episode.
I have not seen it, but we know...
Let us know if we should, actually indulge and watch one of those, or is it just really stupid?
But it's a big deal.
It is.
Well, and the biggest deal is information is just impossible to peel through right now. We go from...
just flooding.
I see...
Flooding the social media.
In talking to people here, there are hospitals here that are furloughing and... letting go their employees because they're not busy enough to stay open. And then we hear about people I hear people say, in New York, they're just stacking bodies on top of each other in the ditches, and digging mass graves. And I'm like, more than likely that's not happening.
Right.
And honestly, I have yet to see it. I'm not saying it's not.
Right.
This is all serious.
Right.
But we have to be able to comb through the actual stuff that's going on versus the stuff that we are imagining. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the day, one of the biggest themes is understand we can't really control much of anything.
Right.
And we are going to absolutely go over what you need to control.
Right.
Good. Not missing anything on Tiger King.
All right,
okay. Good. That's what I hear. It's really stupid.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just piggyback off of what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
And you talked about, like combing through. There is information that we need to keep up with.
Yeah.
And that's the important stuff. Mm-hmm. So like the laws,
guidelines,
like the guidelines, the recommendations from the CDC, what they're wanting us to do with social distancing, staying in your house, shelter in place,
wearing masks, wearing gloves,
sanitation, all of that's massively important. But
absolutely,
it's about going down that rabbit hole of just crappy
fear.
information, of just stuff that doesn't make sense, and it's not accurate, and we don't know who's reporting it, and it literally serves no purpose in your life. Like wondering if they're building mass graves somewhere, it does not serve a purpose in your life right now. It is not going to help you. It is going to weigh on you, and it is going to bring you down, and it is going to cause massive problems in how you function and get through this.
So I want to share a little thing that hey Kevin, hey Brad, thanks for tuning in, guys. Share something that I saw.
Oh my gosh.
That happened because of fear.
Yeah.
So this was someone trying to prevent catching the coronavirus.
Hey guys, this is an actual real story.
This is real. This isn't like, hopefully it's real. Again, we don't know who to trust, but it's been at least reported in the Washington Post, and this is kind of like, it's a, I would expect this to at least be somewhat accurate. Someone took their fish's medication, put it in soda, and drank it, and died. It's called chloroquine.
And why did they do that, Jake?
Because they wanted to prevent getting coronavirus.
Because they heard somewhere down the line, him and his wife both did.
Yeah. And she's
still hospitalized.
Yeah, apparently she's still hospitalized.
Somewhere down the line, they heard that there's some ingredient in this chloroquine.
The chloroquine is the ingredient in the fish.
Okay.
I know what it is. They use it to treat fish disease.
Okay.
It's designed to treat fish disease.
So that they're using that supposedly to help COVID patients. So this man and his wife took fish medication that had the chloroquine in it, and it killed the man.
Yeah.
That's fear.
Yeah.
At its ultimate right now.
Yeah.
That's fear. That's someone so scared and feeling so incredibly helpless that they chose to take a medication not knowing what would happen.
So that's the difference between, again, like real fear, fake fear. Real fear would tell us not to play in traffic. Real fear tells us not to jump over cliffs. Real fear has us do things that are watching out for our well-being. Irrational fear has us, just get stuck in this thing. What was
It's paralyzing.
It's paralyzing. What was it called? Gosh, what was the quote? Let's see if I find a little
Which
quote.
One? It said, we're...
Because with an unhealthy fear, there's no end in sight.
Exactly.
They don't tend to end just because you make yourself safer or you do anything. Right. So we're going to do some crazy things based on fear. Yeah. So, hey, Deborah.
Yeah.
Miss you guys. Hope y'all are doing good.
Healthy fear, there's a control. Like healthy fear, like moms who are giving birth for the first time. They're fearful. They're scared. They don't know what happens. But then they give birth, they have the baby, and the fear ultimately goes away. There's an end to it. The irrational or unhealthy fear, like Jake said, I want to reiterate that there's no end goal. There's no end in sight.
It
continues to manifest and grow and take over how you think, how you feel, your health, and it's very, very, very unhealthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So don't do that. In short, don't do that.
And let's talk about how that happens. As far as the developing that unhealthy fear, where is it mostly coming from?
Honestly, right now, it's what we're consuming. The consumable data that we are getting from scrolling through our feeds.
Through social media.
Talking to friends and family. Yeah. And watching the news. Gosh, the news is absolutely... And the news, by the way, is getting stuff wrong all the time right now.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. So there was a claim in Georgia that an 11-year-old boy died from COVID.
Yeah.
And the Department of Public Health actually came out and reported that it was a clerical reporting error.
Yep.
So there was news that a child had died. You guys, do you have any idea what that did to the population, to the people in Georgia,
Yeah.
to families, to moms, to dads,
They're
to
like,
grandparents.
we're not going outside.
They went crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this wasn't supposed to affect children. I didn't think children would die from this.
Yep.
And then the news said, oh, oops, sorry, just kidding.
We have to retract
We made
this.
a mistake.
Well,
He
again,
actually didn't.
That happened in Connecticut. That was on,
Oh my gosh.
that was on the news.
Yes.
And then another was headlines. The headlines we're putting out were so...
Do you have that one? Did you pull it
Yeah,
up?
so get this one, guys. This was out of Louisiana, and the headline was, COVID kills 1-day-old baby.
Yep.
Now, let that sink in. That headline's terrible.
That like makes me cry. It's so terrifying because there's so many moms. Like we have so many moms in our practice that are getting ready to give birth or just gave birth.
Yep.
And they're going to see stuff like that.
But if you click through the link, this is the thing that gets me like a little bit angry and fired up about this.
Say pissed off. I don't mind.
I get pissed off about this because if you click through the link and you go past the headline, which most people aren't going to do, they're going to say, what are they going to say when they read the headline?
What do you mean?
So if someone reads the headline, they don't read the article, what just happened?
Oh my God, a 1-year-old died from COVID.
A 1-day-old.
A 1-day-old.
Died from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to tell that to their friends and they're going to go about their life believing that that is the absolute truth.
And then someone's going to tell someone
Yep.
and they're going to post it. Mm-hmm.
So if you click through the link, it says mom, it says baby who was 22 weeks premature may have been exposed and had COVID complications. Testing is still needed.
Right. So
But
did the baby die from COVID?
We don't know.
We don't know. But did it say it did?
Is it tragic that a baby died?
Oh my God.
It's the worst.
horrid.
But we need to,
Horrid.
like, again, that's creating an irrational fear versus a healthy fear.
Exactly.
So, healthy fears.
Yep.
Healthy fears are don't jump off of buildings. I'm just being silly because I know this is like,
Right.
That's what healthy fear is.
There was a great picture that Jake and I came across, and it was a man sitting in a windowsill.
And it looked like he was about to
And it
jump.
looked like he was about to jump out the window.
Yeah.
And then when you pan away,
you
saw
he was
that
just
the ground
stepping out of the window.
He was stepping out the window, and the ground was right there below him.
Yeah.
There is so much being spread across social media that could potentially
Perspective based.
and it could devastate you. It
Yeah.
could just send you into a tailspin of doom and gloom. And you know what that does? It causes anxiety. And do you know what that does? It weakens your immune system. It is setting you
Makes
up
you not sleep. To be sick.
To be sick and to be unhealthy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We need to change that. We need to help you and we need to support each other so that we make these changes and we focus on the stuff that's important, the stuff that's evident, the stuff that's real. And do you know how you do that? You purposely choose where you get your information
Your
from.
consumables.
You're not just scrolling through the news feed, seeing what someone's aunt's, uncle's, dog's cousin posted. You're actually willingly going into the Department of Public Health in Georgia and saying, okay, how many numbers where I am? What is the governor or the mayor in my town and city saying so that I can make sure I'm following the recommendations? What is the CDC saying? Go to the sources to get the information. Don't just take it off of what you're seeing as you're scrolling at 2 a.m. because you can't sleep.
Yeah, Kevin, for sure. You're probably a pro at this self-isolation thing. I don't think anyone has a bigger TV in their living room than Kevin does.
Maybe you should take a picture and share it.
Yeah, share your picture of your TV. It's both inspiring and unbelievable that could even fit in a house.
How do you get through a door?
How do you get that through a door?
Piece by piece.
Yeah, you had to
just kidding.
take
it's
a wall out.
You can't do that.
Are you serious? Can't take them? Strip them off? So anyways, what you can control and what helps us with our fear. So given, we're humans. We fall into a rational fear too.
Absolutely.
It's good to have someone who can help pull you out of it. It's good to keep a good sense of humor. It's good to actually get good facts about things. So go to the CDC and see what they're saying. Mm-hmm. If the world's going to end, you're probably going to figure it out. Facebook's not going to tell you because, you're going to figure it out one way or another that the world's going to end. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen from a Washington Post thing or a whatever thing. So, yeah. So things you can control, and this is the things that are huge. First of all, as far as I know at this point, there is no cure for COVID, right? I've not heard of anything. Or the common cold, or pretty much any virus.
Right.
There is, however, ways to make you stronger.
Absolutely.
If you're stronger, again, what are we saying about the people that are strongly affected by this?
They're the ones that
They're
have
unhealthy.
They're unhealthy. They have comorbidities.
And even when we're hearing like of young people dying, I mean, they're not reporting the whole story. Mm-mm. You know, they're not reporting like what is going on with that person. Did they have autoimmune disease? Did they have different things like that?
Right.
Which I'd be willing to bet good money that they probably do.
Yeah.
Again, those are who we're protecting by taking these measures.
Absolutely.
I'm not devaluing it.
Oh, absolutely. So. You have to take those measures to protect those people.
Yeah.
But while you're staying in your house, protecting those people, do the work, control what you can, which is your body,
your health,
your mind, your spirit, how you take care of yourself.
So again, we're not going to sit here and say vitamin C is a cure for COVID.
No.
However, they're treating people with COVID with vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
Take vitamin C. Take it now. Go out and get yourself, find it wherever you can. The best is the liposomal vitamin C. Mm-hmm. Get yourself some vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself some zinc. Yep. Get yourself some vitamin A and vitamin D.
Yep.
Those are all great things that are going to help to support your health. And as someone who has supported health, you have much more of a fighting chance.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like, the first person that ever ran a marathon, what happened to him? He died.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
he died.
Trick question.
He died.
He did not make it.
He didn't do good.
Okay.
But people run marathons all the time because they prepare for them.
Right.
If I ran a marathon, I would die. If I had to go do it to bring a message to save a city, I would do every ounce of my energy would be into that, but I would probably die.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it.
I wouldn't make it.
The message wouldn't be delivered.
You'd make it.
I don't run anyway. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't run.
Yeah. So, anyways, that being said, I
wanted to note real quick.
Yes.
I apologize. On, where was it? Let's see, I have it written down. March 26th, we did a video.
Yep.
Entirely dedicated
to immune system
support.
With functional nutrition.
With functional
medicine doctors.
Who
have their own line of
supplements.
DNARX, and go check that out.
Yeah.
Go watch that.
They do genetic testing.
And buy some supplements
These
from them.
Women are brilliant.
Yep.
That's March 26th. It was with Doctors Haley Hurd and Megan Arnold. And you can get all the information about the supplements there.
Yeah, support them because they're a small business and because their product is probably the highest quality product on par with any of the other high quality products. Amazon's got plenty of money. They're doing great right now. Yep. Support the other ones.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I was just going to say something. I forgot.
I forgot too.
And there it goes. Oh, no.
Yep.
It was something about vitamins. Hang on. Don't leave me.
All right. I'll go on to the next thing.
Okay.
Also.
Sorry.
Exercise.
Oh, yeah.
Sleep. Eat healthy whole foods. Shop around the aisles. Don't go down the middle aisles. As cliche as that is.
Well, explain. Some people might actually know what that means.
So when you're shopping around the grocery store,
the perimeter, right?
What is on the perimeter of the grocery store?
Fruits, vegetables,
eggs,
dairy, meat.
Yeah, basically fresh goods.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff in the cans and the boxes. Yeah, there's some good stuff. We eat some stuff down the middle aisles.
Yeah. But it shouldn't be the majority of what
have to
shopping cart.
Search that middle aisle just for that one item.
Right.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be the majority of your shopping cart.
Coconut milk. It's in a can.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, what I was going to say before is that, and we talk about this continuously through our videos, is that what we are recommending from a healthcare perspective is not just things that are important to do now. These are things that are important to do for the rest of your life so that you can come out of this and continue to be a healthy person, to decrease the amount of sickness that you have, to decrease the possible exposure to comorbidities, to manage stress better, to be a happier person. So know that this is not just about an isolated situation, just for while you're in isolation, just while you're in shelter in place, you should be taking vitamins. No. This needs to happen.
These are habits that
forever.
You can create
exactly.
that can roll with you.
21 days to form a habit.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be at this for another 21 days.
What is it, the 7th?
I think so. Again, I didn't know what day it was when we started, so.
7. There's a 7 on my computer. So the 21 days, that would put us at 28. But if you do these little things over and over again, it becomes easier things. And now you are, so let's just examine comorbidities.
Okay.
Those don't show up because you got unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
Some do.
Right.
But a lot of them show up because of years and years and years of poor lifestyle choices.
Environmental
choices and stuff that added up over time. Coffee is in the middle, and it is fantastic for you.
Yes, good call,
If anyone
Courtney.
ever had any question about whether coffee is good or not for you, it's good for you. Trust me. I'm a doctor. No, it is. There's all kinds of research showing that it's good for you for lots of different reasons.
As long as it's a good
it's a good quality coffee and you're not
We could do a whole show on coffee.
I like my coffee.
We've
all right.
drank
So
all kinds.
This is a great opportunity for everybody to make a change. And this helps with fear, because then what happens to fear when you start taking control over yourself?
It starts to go away.
When you control the things you can control, fear will start to go away.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
Yep.
It's a really big deal.
There's an acronym, and I know it's really silly about the fear.
Yep.
It's false evidence appearing real.
Yep.
Right? So FEAR, false evidence appearing real. That what you are worrying about most often is not validated in any way. It's just you took something you saw somewhere on someone's news feed or something like you saw on TV, and you just put it into your brain, and you spun it and you went through it, and it ends up, it's like the game Telephone when you're a kid. Do you guys remember that game?
Yeah, and it's not facts. So I spent my evening today going through the CDC recommendations for when a healthcare provider is exposed to someone for COVID.
Right.
How many people believe and know that that's happening all the time? Or a grocery store worker or anything. And even in the CDC recommendations, it's considered a high risk if you have no PPE, which is personal protective equipment.
Yep.
If you have none of that and you're around them in close contact for a long period of time.
Right.
That's considered high risk. But if you wear your protective equipment, you have your eyeglasses, you have your mouth, face mask, you have your hands, you're probably going to be fine. Wash your arms, wash everything later, but you don't have to burn your clothes down to the underwear to get healthy. People work with all kinds of infectious diseases all the time. Right. The biggest thing is just not touching your face after you touch
something else.
That's going to get in your eyes, mouth, or nose. After a droplet will get in your eye, mouth, and nose. Take the precautions that'll help that not happen.
Yes.
And it doesn't float through the wind like Pocahontas. That's something people literally thought they can't go outside.
Yeah. Yeah,
they
there
thought
was
that
someone
it would float through the wind and got down the street. If someone coughed half a mile away.
They weren't leaving their house, and that's so difficult, and that's so detrimental to your emotional health and your physical health. They were not leaving their house.
Not going to the grocery store.
They would not step foot onto their front porch.
Yep.
Because they were worried that if a neighbor up the street had COVID, that it would travel through the air to their house. Y'all, that is so heartbreaking.
The air in your house gets sucked in from outside of your house. That's what your HVAC does.
These poor people were not living a little bit of a higher quality life during these crazy times because they're afraid to leave their house.
Yep.
You have to be careful what you're consuming.
So
you have to be careful. We said it before, there's so much out there that's not real. If you need resources, if you're not sure where to get accurate information, please reach out to us.
We do our best to sort through logically.
Yes.
And get logic information.
Yes.
Because again, even us, at first, everything we were being fed is all gone now. It's not relevant.
Right.
The information that we were given at first, it's not relevant anymore.
Right.
And it's wear a mask, don't wear a mask. It's airborne, it's not airborne.
Right.
We've seen so many backtracks on it that at the end of the day, if you just take those simple steps, you're going to probably eliminate most of the likelihood of you getting it from that method.
Right.
Then, on top of that, so the factors I'm talking about are, gloves, wash your hands, masks, that kind of stuff. Limiting, hey, how's it going, Nate? Got Nate. So we, limiting exposure, and then strengthen your body. Exercise, rest, try not to consume too much of the garbage that's going on TV, and then do those supplements. They're not a ton. It's A, C, D, and zinc. They're all relatively cheap, and listen, the side effects from those, you would have to take them at an absurd amount of level.
Right.
And very least, it's just going to make you have like bright colored pee.
Right.
That's going to be the worst it'll do.
Right.
But if you're taking them responsibly, according to the recommendations from a doctor, even from the bottle or whatever it is, you're probably going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your body's going to be better suited to...
Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm a little bit fired up today.
No, it's okay.
I got a little bit...
It.
Gosh.
Fire!
I just got a little, like, the stuff that goes around when it's like this blatant fear, you know? And I feel like, you know, when we spread fear like that, think about things we're not allowed to do. You know, you can't yell bomb on an airplane, you can't yell fire in a building, or you could get sued and go to jail.
Right.
But yet we can make these false
claims.
To catch people's eyes.
To catch people's eyes and to pull them in.
Yeah.
To read their media.
Yeah.
And it's all crap.
And then you actually read it, you're like,
that
okay,
there's
a loose
stupid.
correlation there, but
Probably
at best, a loose correlation.
Right, right. I wanted to go back and just note real quick that this is a lot. You know, this is very confusing times, and it's overwhelming, and there's been a lot of change really quick. And so we are going to constantly be making recommendations. Please know you don't have to take every recommendation. What we don't want people to do is to get this information and be like, I got to take vitamins, and they said I got to start working out. Pick one thing that you feel like you can stick with. Yep. Like if you feel like you could get on board with some supplements that's something you'll commit to, do it. Yep. If you feel like moving your body every day for 20 or 30 minutes, that doesn't mean you have to be lifting weights and doing Peloton. You can take your kids for a walk. You can dance after dinner.
You do some yard work. Dig a hole.
Yeah.
Gosh, digging a hole.
Dig a hole and fill it back up again.
Find an ugly
spot in your yard. I had a friend once who told me that was his punishment as a kid.
Dig a hole and fill it back in.
Dig a hole and then fill it back in.
Like that stuff is exercise, and it's getting you outside. And I know the pollen's bad.
But that's okay.
I mean, they speculate half the reason why our allergies are so bad is because of our deficiency in vitamin D. So if you just stay inside, it's just going to get worse. Yeah, just let it get you.
Yeah, but
take vitamin D though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Take that one.
Pick that one thing that's going to work for you.
Yeah.
And if you need help figuring out what that is, again, guys, we're here for you. This is not. I mean, most of you know us as just like Kat and Jake and those two goofballs from Atlanta, Georgia. But this is what we do.
Yeah.
Every day we work with people in our community and we help them navigate their health journey so that they're healthier, so that they're happier, so that they're better parents, better spouses, they produce better at work. So lean on us for this information. If you're figuring out about water intake or supplements or nutrition, you need some ideas or recipes. We have so much out there on Pinterest. Through all of our platforms, please lean on us so we can give you the support that you need.
So, and Nate, just want to say, love you too. We are staying safe. And then Christy asked a question, does she need to take these supplements on top of multivitamins? I would say yes. I would say in most multivitamins, you are not, again, the multivitamin does matter. Get the best quality multivitamin you can get. We take a multivitamin.
Yeah. Christy, text me a picture of the front and back of what you're taking, and I'll be able to answer that question.
Yeah, because it's a little, it depends what's in there. But yes, in short, you should. Like, especially the ones I mentioned specifically by name. If you look, most multivitamins, zinc is like 12% of your daily value.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough
C
percentage.
might be high enough, but you can take lots of vitamin C.
Yeah.
There's people that are doing like intravenous vitamin C as treatment for, you know, all kinds of various diseases. So yes, take those. So the vitamins I, again, would recommend on top of your multivitamin is A, C, D, and zinc. Yeah. And then the other things I don't really consider multivitamins is like probiotics and fish oils. But again, don't get, like, you could spend $1 million a month on vitamins. Right. So multivitamin, great. A on top of it, D on top of it, C, and zinc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good one.
Those are the big ones.
Yep.
That's what we do. That's what our kids do.
Yeah.
You know. And that really does help us to stay healthy. Like,
and I mean, and when we're talking about supplements, we're kind of tangenting off from our original topic. But please go back and watch the supplement video from March 26th.
Yep.
The quality of the supplement that you take is
Matters.
really, really important.
It does matter. The quality. I say this is one of those things you buy the most that you can afford.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to buy the premium, but I mean, even like super expensive vitamin A is like $15.
Yeah. Same thing with D.
And D, super expensive vitamin D, maybe $20, $30, and
Yeah.
that's for 2 months supply.
Absolutely.
Listen,
at the end of the day, it is worth it to spend money on your vitamins,
on your health,
on your supplements. That's your health. So if you have to spend a little more, and that means like a little less Starbucks or a little less something else, it's okay.
Well, and gone are the days that we used to be like, oh, I'm fine. Right. I'm healthy because I'm fine. Right. Like we really did. Our definition of health forever was I'm not currently dead or dying.
Right.
That was like our, and it real like think about that. Think of like your dads and your grandpas. Their definition of healthy meant at that moment they were not fine. Dead or dying.
Until something happened.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's like my dad.
Yeah.
You know, my dad's health, he always thought he was fine. He always thought he was healthy. And then the first sign of something being wrong was the heart attack that took his life.
Yeah.
And he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
We can't wait for something to happen. We can't decide once we've been given a diagnosis that, I should probably start doing something. You have the resources, you have us, and it's okay to say, hey, I need help.
Excuse me.
It's okay to reach out to people and say, hey, can you help me navigate this?
Yeah.
A phone call, y'all, it's free. Like, we're not going to charge you. Call us. I've got plenty of time. I'd be more than happy to sit down and walk with you through this and help you figure out what you need.
Yeah.
And if we can't, we'll find someone in your community who's trusted, and we'll get you connected.
We're learning how to do all kinds of video consults and help people over
telemedicine,
video and everything like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Kelly, as far as what best brands there are, Sprouts has so many brands. I would say the majority of what is in a store like Sprouts or Whole Foods are going to be acceptable.
Yeah.
Not the best, but acceptable. Mm-hmm. They have some really good stuff. I've actually been fortunate enough to talk to a couple of the, what do they call themselves, like natural pharmacists or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty knowledgeable. Yeah, personally, the ones I like the most are, I love the DNA RX brand. I like Zymogen, which is a doctor's only brand. You have to get it from your doctor. Mm-hmm. It has to be prescribed. It's very high quality, very pure. And then they have a mass one that you can get is Springboard. Mm-hmm. So.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. All right, guys. What else you got for us? Any other questions?
Yep.
Just to recap tonight, you can go back if you're just joining us. Please go back and start from the beginning and just rewatch what we were just discussing.
Yep.
But tonight we were talking about fear and what it means to be fearful, and how to differentiate healthy fear between unhealthy fear.
Yep.
And how unhealthy fear just takes you down a rabbit hole to just feeling like crap, anxiety and depression. Yeah. And healthy fear allows you to realize there are things that you can take control of.
Yeah.
Like, don't run out of traffic.
You have a choice to run in traffic or not.
Right, exactly. And
you
then
have an absolute choice. You shouldn't do it.
Right.
If you choose to do it, there will be a consequence.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't lick airport bathroom floors.
That's disgusting.
They're gross. There's a good chance there's disease on there. But you know what the weird thing is?
So gross.
Yeah, you have a choice though.
You do.
The thing is though, you're probably going to be fine, except for now.
Exactly.
Don't do it now.
Yeah, definitely.
But there are things that are choices that are... Metagenics is great too. I like Metagenics a lot. If I left out a brand, it's not that I don't like them.
Yeah, there are other brands. We just can't think of them off the top of our head.
Yeah.
And we can post a bunch below after we hang up with you guys.
Yeah, Metagenics is great. Standard Process is another one.
Fantastic company.
There's a couple there's a lot out there. They're just the brands that I really like typically aren't on the tip of your tongue. They're typically carried in doctors' offices. They're a little bit more expensive. So retailers don't buy them because then they have to buy expensive stuff and stock it.
Right.
So for them, it's all about like what can I stock and make money on that still is a decent quality.
And please be careful on Amazon because there's a lot of rebranding.
Yeah.
So what Amazon will do with a ton of products, and not them, but other retailers,
Yep.
they'll label it to look like it's the company, and it's not.
Yeah.
So you got to be really careful with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, just to go back, we talked about fear. Please go back and watch it. Guys, make a conscious choice on what you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
If you find yourself scrolling on Facebook and 2 hours have passed by, probably weren't digesting and taking in some good information.
No.
It's stuff that's just not going to get you through the day in a positive and healthy way.
Use that button where you snooze people.
Yeah, if people
we all
posting
have
some
we all have
crazy
some
stuff,
friends that we love, but he is, he or she is just posting some bat stuff.
Crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
some down the rabbit hole stuff that even if
and
it's
they're
true,
doing it,
you don't have.
And why are they doing it though?
Because they're afraid.
Because they're afraid too.
They're afraid and
there's
they want to
nothing
share
wrong
it.
with them. They're just scared. But that
One
doesn't
of
mean
the
you have to
reasons
consume it.
why we share things, again, and this is why we encourage you to share this. Gosh, my nose is so itchy.
You were outside
I was
a lot
outside
today.
a lot again.
5,000 pollen count in Georgia.
So one of the reasons we share things is because we feel an emotion because it happens, and we want our friends and our loved ones to have that emotion, not because we want to harm them, but because we want them to. It's like that. It's like a sense of like community, and if you are afraid, you want other people to join you in that fear, not because you want to scare them, but because you want to protect them.
Right. It's like I want to be in this with you together.
So that's why we say share this, because now with this we're going to at least like have people have a healthy fear.
Right.
Like fear is not a bad thing. Unhealthy fear is a bad thing.
Exactly.
Cool. I'm done.
You're done.
Tangent.
Mic drop.
Last thing I said was way better than the next thing I'll say.
Well, I think that's about it, you guys. We've been on for a while.
Yeah, the wheels will fall off eventually.
Tired of hearing us ramble.
Thank you guys for joining in.
Thank you
Please,
for being
reach
here.
out to us. We're here for you. You're our community. You're our family. We want to be a support system for you guys.
Yes.
Share this, like this. That helps you, helps us, and we're all in this together.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. We love and appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Nighty night.